He's gone off the tarmac and into the pits. Sergei Trevnikov of Russia, who should have started on the inside of row 2, will be a non-starter. And this is the start. Enem Ahmed on the left, Daniel Ticktum on the right. It's the start of 21 laps. Enem Ahmed gets a good start, but so does Daniel Ticktum. No contact on those first 2 points of shall we say danger, but at the second point we had people in the midfield getting a touch, and another one there. Oh, that takes a lot of drivers wide, and in the end we've got to say, after the first 3 turns of the opening lap of the World Junior Final, there's been a little bit too much contact, and this is really unfortunate indeed. Enem Ahmed, of course, doesn't worry too much about the collisions behind him. He's in the lead. He's got something like about 8 kart lengths lead initially. Sergei Trevnikov, non-starter from the second row should have been. You saw Leonardo Lorandi there in kart 112, losing places significantly. Kart number 102, Mick Jr. briefly in shot there, running in 4th place. This is the Cosmic chassis of Benjamin Lesen that we're looking at, I think. Kart number 117, coming round to complete the opening lap. Enem Ahmed has quite a significant lead for only 1 lap into the race, 1.6 seconds. Benjamin Lesen, who we called, making that second place move. There's Mick Jr. making a typical Mick Jr. type of move. Ooh, a little bit tight. Jules Bollier, 15 years of age yesterday, in 3rd place. Mick Jr. 4th. Kushmaini in 5th place. Carrara, one of the South Americans, the Argentinian, running 6th. Yuri Vips in 7th place. Anton Hager of Sweden, fallen down from the 3rd row start to 8th. James Poole 9th, and Leonardo Lorandi, who we saw losing those places, comes to rest at 10th place at the end of the opening lap. Well, this is lap 2. Kart number 117 that we're watching is Benjamin Lesen, the 2nd place driver. He's 1.6 seconds behind our race leader, which is Enem Ahmed. To the right of your screen, off screen, is Enem Ahmed. This is Benjamin Lesen, tracking him in 2nd place. Well, that's not Jules Bollier in 3rd place. Yes, there we are. Jules Bollier has lost that 3rd place. It's Mick Jr. who is, there is the shot of Mick Jr. getting himself well and truly stuck into 3rd place. Kushmaini running 4th and Yuri Vips 5th. Ooh, and kart 159 maybe, Carrara getting himself in a little bit of difficulty there. But this is Enem Ahmed from the pole position, driving the FA Kart Vortex for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. 2nd place driver Benjamin Lesen, kart number 117. He drives a Zanardi Perilla for the Zanardi Straka Racing team. These are the 2 that you see in shot here on lap 3. Mick Jr. driving for the official Tony Kart Racing team is the driver on screen now. Behind Mick Jr., Kushmaini of India, leaning over a little bit to the right, isn't he? Kush is fairly small of stature when compared to the likes of Mick. Although, having said that, our race leader Enem Ahmed is really quite slight of stature too. Nothing wrong with being slight of stature in kart racing. Nick de Vries was one of the smallest drivers we ever had. He won 2 world championships on the bounce. Lando Norris is another driver, small of stature, big of talent. This is lap 4 of a 21-lap World Championship final, and Ben Lesen of Belgium sets the fastest lap at 59.963 and becomes the first driver of the 34 to go below 1 minute here at this 1220 metre circuit at SA. Well, as you can see from our pictures, they're widely spread over the first 4 places. Bit of a dice for 5th and 6th then. 5th and 6th, Yuri Vips and Jules Bollier. Just trying to take in the distances. Our screens can foreshorten things a little bit. It's a full second between the driver you're watching, 117 Ben Lesen, and Enem Ahmed, kart number 101, the race leader. Here is Enem Ahmed going over the brow. There is Ben Lesen. Well, that 1.1 second has been reduced to 0.7 a second on that very lap. Mick Jr. still in 3rd place. There was no change of position in the top 7, but Anton Hager fell from 8th to 9th as Leonardo Lorandi is trying to get back. Another fast lap for Ben Lesen. So what we can now tell you is that Benjamin Lesen has had 2 laps below 60 seconds, below 1 minute, when none of the other 33 drivers has done so. So Benjamin Lesen in 2nd place has to be getting closer to our race leader, Enem Ahmed. Benjamin Lesen driving the Cosmic Perilla for VDK Racing. Benjamin is a Belgian from the French-speaking part of Belgium. Mick Jr. third, Kushmaini still fourth, and Jori Vips from Estonia in fifth place. Ross Martin, the Scot, up to 10th. Well, Ross Martin started in P31. The Scotsman has gone from the 31st place on row 16 up into the top 10 at number 10. A stunning drive from Ross Martin from Drimmen, just to the south of Loch Lomond in Scotland. Julia Pankovic started 34th. She's running 27th. She was given a second chance of a second chance. And just looking at my screen, Alex Quinn, the driver who made such a massive impact by getting into this competition at all, running 28th, just in front of David Beckman's 29th. Looks as if they've had some sort of an issue, perhaps, where those early collisions were. 102 is Mick Jr. driving for the official TKART racing team. 111 in shot is 117 in shot is Benjamin Lesen. 101 is Enem Ahmed. And our television screens tell you the story. Enem Ahmed still leads, but Benjamin Lesen is getting a little bit closer. That was the end of lap 6. This is the start of lap 7 of 21. So we're into the second quarter of the race. It's a long race for juniors at 21 laps. 21 laps is 25 kilometres here at this SA circuit. And you can see the threatening rain clouds above us still. It's actually dry at the moment, but could well be raining before this 21st lap is completed. Enem Ahmed is where he wants to be, in the sense that it's clear tarmac in front of him because he leads. Enem Ahmed is not where he wants to be, in the sense that he's got a faster driver behind him, Benjamin Lesen. Benjamin Lesen, incidentally, has done a 59.6. Enem Ahmed has done a 59.70. And in fifth place, Mauricio Baez from South America. He's from Venezuela. He's the other driver below 1 minute. These times much slower than we did on the totally dry conditions earlier in the event. So the conditions playing their part. We're watching the heart of the battle, and this is not just, well, in one sense it is. It's a kart race, and this is the race at the front for the lead and ultimately for victory. But it just happens to have a world championship title on it. And Benjamin Lesen, you saw for yourself on screen, just having a peep inside of Enem Ahmed there. Benjamin Lesen is sitting behind Enem Ahmed, but he's already having a look. Where might there be an opening? Where might there be a chance? How early do I have to dive through for my opportunity? Can I sit and wait? Well, the answer to the second part of that question is yes, you can sit and wait, Benjamin Lesen, because you're 3 seconds clear of the driver in third place, which is Mick Jr. Having said that, our television pictures just showing that Enem Ahmed just moves a little bit further away. Let's have a look at the gap between them. It was 0.52 of a second. It drops to 0.482. So notwithstanding that I thought that Enem Ahmed just increased the cushion slightly at the later part of that lap, Ben Lesen is going quicker. The last lap to Ben Lesen, 59.25, to Enem Ahmed, 59.29. There's not a lot in it. This is Mick Jr. Mick Jr. holding off Kushmaini in fourth place. Kart number 112, Leonardo Lorandi, we got a little shot of. He's still trying to get a little bit more of that early damage repaired, up to seventh place. No change of position in the top 10, other than Janez Fitcher of Germany moved into the top 10, and that was going past James Poole. Big fall for Carrara of Argentina, right down to 18th place now. 181 and 105, who you see in shot, having a really good scrap. 181 is Lirim Zendelli of Germany, and 105 is David Beckman, his fellow German. We're on the start at lap 10 now. The caption at the top of your screen showing these people completing lap 9. Doesn't show that they're completing lap 9, it shows they're completing lap 8. The caption at the top, but please accept that this is now the start of lap 10. Have the official lap timing available to me from the CIK. Well, Enem Ahmed was, I thought, under something of a pressure, but he's taken a fastest lap turn. And where is Benjamin Lesen? Benjamin Lesen has gone. We have not seen how it happened, but Benjamin Lecen has drifted out of the scene, and Mick Jr. therefore is in second place. Well, what a shame that we've been deprived of a really good battle. That's not to say that I wanted Benjamin Lecen to beat Enem Ahmed. It's not that I'm saying that we wanted Enem Ahmed to fail to win at all. It's just simply what I'm saying is I would have liked us to have a World Championship race with a really good battle. As it is, there is the leader of the Junior World Championship as we approach the half, in fact achieve the half race distance, and Mick Jr.'s 5.6 seconds behind him now, and Benjamin Lecen, out of the sight of our cameras, has disappeared. That's really, really unfortunate for the Belgian, the Cosmic Perilla driver for VDK Racing. But Enem Ahmed, I've said in commentary when he's been at the front so many times this weekend, it's of no concern to him. Having said that, it is of concern to him because he would have been aware of the presence of Benjamin Lecen. So, Enem Ahmed's best lap, 58.584. Nobody else has done anything quicker than 59 seconds. Mick Jr. in second place has a best lap of 59.3. So on their best laps, this man on your screen now, Enem Ahmed from London, England, is 9/10 of a second quicker at his best than the chasing pack led by Mick Jr. from Germany. Mick resident in Geneva presently, but very much a German driver. Kushmaini of India in third place, a tremendous drive for Kushmaini, and in particularly it's so heartening for those of us that watch a lot of international racing to see a nation like India as Enem Ahmed presses another fast lap in, this time 58.448. So if the game plan was to get to the half race distance in the lead and then turn on the gas, boy is it working. Kushmaini is from India in third place. Mauricio Baez from South America, 168, is from Venezuela in fourth place. And Lorenzo Lorandi in fifth place from Italy. So we have 3 continents represented in the first 4 places. Truly a World Championship title. Some of our downfield battles that you saw there, 159 was Carrara of Argentina, coming back from I think 21st place up to 17th now. And as I just look at my timing screen and moving away, yeah, we've lost David Beckman, who was having that really good dice with his fellow German a little bit earlier on. And is that another fastest lap for Enem Ahmed? Yes, it is. 58.1 now. Well, if you're in the lead of a race and you consistently set on 3 consecutive laps, fastest laps of the race, it's reasonable to assume you're increasing your lead. He's increased his lead to 6.2 seconds over Mick Jr. Ross Martin, who started 31st, is up to 8th. The Scotsman really flying. Mustn't keep saying flying Scotsman, but, well, when you come from 31st place on the 16th row of the grid up into 8th place, you're not hanging about, are you? Daniel Ticktum, incidentally, who started on the front row, is still in the top 10, but only just in 10th place. Slightly surprising and certainly disappointing. 30 there, Quinn is 4 laps down, so he's not racing at all, and he went out before Benjamin Lecen went out. The last of the drivers still running is Julia Pankiewicz. I can't believe this. Another fastest lap. That is certainly 4, and it might have been 5, but certainly 4 consecutive fastest laps as drying track conditions emerge, and the evidence of the eyes and the evidence of the numbers is that the setup of this FA Kart Vortex by Ricky Flynn Motorsport, well, there's the picture tells the story. This is a race with 30 drivers still in it, and there's only one in our shot. Why is there only one in our shot? There's nobody else within 6.3 seconds. Mick Jr. himself has a reasonable gap, 2.3 seconds in second place over Kushmaini in third. Enem Ahmed has a glance over his shoulder, first one shoulder, then well, the Swedes broken the tedium, if that's the word. Anton Hager in 6th place gets a 57.26 to have the new fastest lap. Well, Anton Hager is in 6th place, looking at a challenge on Leonardo Lorandi. We're at the 2/3 race distance because 14 laps of the 21 have been completed. I'd love to be calling you a really, really close wheel-to-wheel battle. but I can almost hear the Ricky Flynn Motorsport people and NM Ahmed's dad saying, no, we don't need a really close battle, just let our lad drive home. Have to say that although I would have liked to have seen, here's Mick Jr. coming in shot, would have liked to have seen a really good dice if NM Ahmed was to win from here, as Mick Jr. takes, no, it isn't a fastest lap, we're just looking at his numbers in the graphics. It would be no more than he deserved in the sense that he's been unbeaten throughout the event and he's only been headed twice, and that in the pre-final. We're on lap 16 of 21. Anton Haga sets another fastest lap. Well, Anton Haga is not going to catch NM Ahmed on this basis, but could he get onto the championship podium in third place? He's got to find about another 7 seconds on Kushmaini in third place, so it's a tall order for Anton Haga. Kart number 101 is NM Ahmed. It's an FA kart that is in. It's powered by a Vortex motor. He's on Vega tyres, as was every one of the 34 starters in this class. This is Mick Jr. driving for the official Tony Kart team. He's driving a Tony Kart powered also by the Vortex motor. There's a nice shot there of kart number 131, which is Kushmaini. Kushmaini driving for the well, if you like, the subcontinent of India, driving an X-Prix chassis powered by the Vortex motor. And NM Ahmed regains what he might think is his rightful position as the owner of the fastest lap, 57.0, as the drying track conditions manifest themselves further. Kushmaini's X-Prix Vortex, you won't have failed to notice that it's a Vortex-powered unit for all of the front three runners here. Benjamin Lesen was a front runner, but went out sometime. I do feel sorry for Sergei Travnikov. Just feel how you would feel. You've qualified as a young teenager to start the world final in second place, on the second row, excuse me, P3, and you can't start it because something goes wrong on the formation lap. Mauricio Baez of Venezuela. When did we have a Venezuelan this high up? Incidentally, Daniel Ticktum, is this a fight back by Daniel Ticktum? Because he's come up from 10th to 8th, and Ross Martin, the Scot, who had done so well, has dropped down from 8th to 11th. Still a good drive by him. Juan Manuel Correa probably a little disappointed with the 17th place you show there. Jules Bollier, 24th place, really disappointing because he was so strong yesterday. Jules Bollier, it's not that he's out of the race, he's still running, but he's running in 24th place, and there's only Tom Leurier, another Frenchman, and Yulia Pankovic, the younger of the girls. And the battle for third and fourth now is getting really tight, isn't it? Because Mauricio Baez putting the pressure on Kushmaini, and in fact Baez and Maini really is the race. There is the passing move. While I was looking at the timing screen, Kushmaini has lost that championship place to 153 Mauricio Baez. So an Asian driver surrenders third place to a South American driver. All I can say is this is a world championship, and it really is a representative world championship. Kushmaini drops to fourth place. Now the last thing that the Indian wants is to see the Venezuelan pull away from him, but Mauricio Baez, who did have a fastest lap in his favour, just, well, is he pulling away a little bit from Kushmaini? There's a kart length between them, isn't there? This is in the Serpentine, the complex at the coming towards the end of the circuit. We climb up the grade here, turn right onto the home straight. Yeah, it looks as if Mauricio Baez has not just gone past Kushmaini, but is just pulling away a little bit. The margin between them is 0.3 of a second, well, 0.29 of a second, as NM Ahmed drops to a 56.50 now. Of course, this is much slower than in the totally dry conditions in which we raced the heats, of course, but nevertheless, these things are relative. Late in the race, well, now I'm going to throw the obvious little thing into the mix. It's been very easy for NM Ahmed, particularly since we lost Benjamin Lesen. There's been no real challenge. We're on lap 20 of 21. Do you now get the jitters? Every little movement that you don't expect from your machine. There was Mick Jr., top of your screen in second place. Here is the race leader, the long-time race leader, NM Ahmed. Does he feel now, oh no, please, please, I'm on the fastest lap. I'm this close to a world championship. It would be cruel, cruel, cruel in the extreme if he wasn't to win from here, having won every race he's raced since Friday evening. Really superb effort. And I'm holding my breath for him now, and I keep saying I'm neutral, but I wouldn't want to see a disappointment of that magnitude. Anton Hager sets another fastest lap, but he's only gone up from 6th to 5th since he started setting this series of fastest laps. A good effort, though, for the Swede to get into the top 5. Right turn here, up the grade. There's one right turn now between Enem Ahmed and a World Championship title. The Londoner sweeps round, the Ricky Flynn motor. Oh, and we're showboating a little bit. My, Enem Ahmed is the World Champion in KF Junior. Mick Jr. comes home as the...